Hey there, East Tennessee. Hope you have been enjoying your Monday. We had a bit of a rainy, gloomy start, but those clouds finally broke open once we got further into the afternoon. Now, we were originally looking at some sprinkles, but those kind of started to fall apart. We didn't see much of that. So now we're looking forward into the nighttime, your Monday night overnight into Tuesday, and there is a little bit of severe potential with these storms. Similar to what we saw yesterday, we're going to be seeing a lot of the same threats. So we are going to see a damaging wind threat getting upwards of 50 miles per hour. We could see maybe a few down trees and power lines. There could be a little bit of hail with this one as well, up to an inch. We saw mostly hail around a half an inch to an inch last time, and there could also be a little bit of locally heavy flooding. So if you're aware of some low-lying areas that are in your neighborhood, that's definitely something you're going to want to keep an eye out for and also avoid. So let me bring you through your future cast again for these storms. We've got this cloud cover that is on the lighter end right now, but it's going to start to work its way back in as we get into those overnight hours. We get past midnight, and that's when we see some of that convection start to pick up and these storms start to make their way over to our region. So timing is a little bit iffy depending on who you're asking, what model you're looking at, but definitely stick between sometime around 1 a.m. to say 7 a.m. for when we could really see these storms making their bigger impact. So coming in from the northwest, continuing to make that southeasterly direction, so we could see some stronger storms here in the plateau, getting through Crossville, Spring City, Rockwood, and also on the flip side, getting into upper East Tennessee, maybe a bit of Maryville, maybe a bit of Knoxville, but definitely getting into areas like Morristown, Dandridge, and a little bit of Newport as well. Also Rogersville up there. So we'll continue to see these storms start to pass on, lighter showers following in behind it. So when you wake up in the morning, you might actually see some of that rain, maybe a stronger cell or two with a heavier downpour. But as you're finally getting dressed and heading out the door, hopefully that rain will be fully out of the way. Maybe a couple of sprinkles left over, but then we're going to see both the clouds and the rain clear out as we get into your Tuesday afternoon. You see that just poking out here, and that's going to continue as we get later into the daytime. Now looking past that, once we hit Tuesday, we're going to see some smooth sailing, because then Wednesday and Thursday are going to be our two driest days of the week. They're going to be some pretty warm days as well, sitting in the 80s. So it's definitely something you're going to want to take advantage of. Rainfall, though, because we are going to see some rain as we get into the end of the week, looking upwards of an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter for a couple people. You're seeing those higher totals here in the mountains, getting into upper East Tennessee, and also on the flip side in the plateau. So it seems like, again, that's coming from that rain, making that coming from the northwest and coming down upon the area and moving at that slant. But also, when you look at the muggy meter, Wednesday is going to be so important because it'll be the driest day that we see of the week. You see that dip right down as we get into the middle of the day. Dew points are going to be dropping down into the 50s, going to be a lot more comfortable. But unfortunately, we're going to see high pressure set up to our southeast, which is going to send more of that moist air from the Gulf back into the region, putting us with more moisture and higher dew points as we get towards the weekend. So here's our full 7-day forecast. It is still going to be a gorgeous week. Please do not get it twisted. Starting at 80 degrees tomorrow and continuing to rise with each and every day. Wednesday and Thursday gonna have a lot of sunshine, seeing some beautiful conditions for your Mother's Day. Just as of right now, maybe keep that umbrella on deck, but we're gonna continue to keep an eye on it as the days go by.